In this video, we're going to take a look at what cloud computing is and why you need to learn it in 2021. Hey, my name is Victor Caballero, and I want to help you in your cloud journey. If you're new here, please click on that subscribe button down below, and for all the links that we mentioned in this video, they'll also be located in the description box below. So let's jump in. And make sure you stick around till the end because I'm going to share with you resources on how you can get started in the cloud today. Cloud computing is the on-demand delivery of IT resources via the internet with a pay-as-you-go model. So, why should you learn it in 2021? Well, because the cloud is already here and you're going to start seeing it take over as time goes on. Instead of buying, owning, and maintaining physical data centers and servers, you can access technology services such as computing power, storage, and databases on demand and on needed basis from a cloud provider like AWS, Google Cloud, or Azure. Companies of every size and industry are leveraging cloud technology for a variety of use cases. For example, there are companies that are using it for data backup, disaster recovery, virtual desktops, software development, etc. For example, Netflix. Yes, Netflix runs their entire application on AWS. Yes, you heard that right. Netflix is one of the best examples that you can prove to run a large complex application in the cloud. With the cloud, your company or startup doesn't need to make a large initial investments in hardware and maintenance on stuff your company might not even use. Only pay for what you consume. It can help you instantly scale/deploy locally or globally, instantly. It gives you access to technology that will help you and your business innovate and create solutions for your customers. So why do I need to learn them? We'll answer that right now. So why do you need to learn it? Well, there's a trend that's been going on for the last couple of years for small to large size companies that are adopting the cloud. All these reasons are why the cloud is one of the hottest IT skills that you can get right now. So let's look at a couple of articles just to prove my point. Hosting Tribunal says eye-opening facts about the cloud computing. It says 90% of cloud companies are on the cloud in some kind of form or fashion. Doesn't necessarily mean they're running their entire infrastructure on the cloud, but it means that they're starting to adopt it or use IaaS, which is infrastructure as a service, in maintaining their applications, or they're paying for a service that runs entirely on the cloud. So it says 90% of the companies are on the cloud. AWS is of course the leading vendor with 32% of the share, which is the cloud provider that I'm certified in and the one I recommend. Obviously Azure and Google, also awesome cloud vendors to get certified in. It says cloud data centers will process 94% of workloads in 2021. It's kind of scary how much, right? So let's also check out LinkedIn, right? Not just one source of truth. We're going to look at the top skills companies need most in 2020 and how to learn them. It might be a little bit outdated, but 2020, 2021, very similar. The top most in-demand skills are the blockchain and cloud computing. Yes, cloud computing. Again, this proves my point even further. Certifications to explore by Indeed. We have project management, certified Scrum Master, which is kind of project related, and AWS Solutions Architect Associate. Again, that's AWS Solutions Architect certification. I have that certification. It's one of the top most in-demand certifications. And again, I recommend you go with AWS, but you won't steer yourself wrong if you decide to go with somebody like Azure or Google Cloud. They also have AWS Certified Developer, which is another one, and Google Certified Professional Cloud Architect. All of them are cloud certifications that you need to look into to advance your IT career. Now, this is a bit of an outdated graphic from ResearchGate, but it says enterprise public cloud adoption from 2018 versus 2017. It's probably much greater now, but they haven't released something that I've seen. They have AWS and Azure. So right now, these are the companies that have been adopting the cloud for the last couple of years. According to Forbes magazine, 32% of IT budgets will be dedicated to the cloud by 2021. That's a huge amount of budget. think about if a company has like a $10 million budget, you're saying 32% of $10 million for the budget will go strictly to the cloud. That doesn't include anything. That includes just hiring or maintaining the cloud, whatever that costs, right? Now, why should you learn it? Well, because the cloud's already here. And some of you have already seen that your company or other companies you've probably applied to have been asking that as a requirement or as a good to have. Now, it's a really good skill to have to position yourself in the job marketplace that much better. I understand that as developers, as architects, as server admins, system admins, we have to learn so much because that's just tech. But positioning yourself with the cloud certification and or experience puts yourself in front of all the other candidates when they're looking at it from an HR perspective. And also, it pays good. I mean, we're looking at $100,000 on average base pay. Now, of course, that totally depends on where you live in the United States or in the world, but the average pay is 100. Let's scroll down a little bit. We have Cisco here in RTP, where I'm from, and the average pay for a cloud engineer is $155,000. Obviously, you also have people like Oracle, the $69,000, right? And then IBM, $123,000. Cloud engineer at Amazon is about $100,000. So why should you learn it? Well, if you want to advance your IT career and position yourself in front of other candidates for a job, I would definitely throw that on a resume because it looks amazing. And not only that, it can help you position yourself in your career that much better. Now, if you've already decided that you want to learn more about cloud computing, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and check out my last video on the AWS Solutions Architect certification and how to pass it. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe as this helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Lastly, leave a comment down below on what kind of videos you would like to see in the future, as this helps me deliver more value to you and help you advance your IT careers. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon.